Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to our YouTube channel Nath Online Classes. Today once again I am Vidyasagar is standing before class 10 to discuss subject chemistry, in which I am going to discuss periodic classifications of elements. So in earlier classes I have discussed the many attempts taken for the classifications of elements. In this video I am going to explain about the Mendels periodic law. So please like the channels, share and subscribe it. Now let us start the discussions. For classifications of elements, earlier many attempts were taken, but no useful results come. In these orders there are some problems. To remove it, one scientist from Russia came in figure, whose name is Dmitry Ivanovich Mendels. He published a journal in German in 1872, in which he describes a law that is called as periodic law, and in this he explained that all the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic masses. So this is known as periodic law, which was proposed by Mendels, and it was published in 1872 in German journals. The two main factors that guides Mendels during classifications of elements are first increasing atomic masses, and the second grouping of elements with similar properties. So these two factors that affect the Mendels periodic classifications. Actually, at that times only there were 63 elements to be known, and Mendels arranged all these elements on a cardboard and write their respective properties. And after writing all the things and describing all the properties, he concluded that all these things, and he decided to arrange the elements according to increasing order of masses, and which came in figure as the periodic classifications of element. So these are the things, and in these classifications it was a big achievement of Mendels, which was introduced at first and gave bold concepts for the classifications of elements. So we can say that these are the following achievements of Mendels periodic table. The first achievements of Mendels periodic table was he boldly left certain spaces or gaps. During classifications he left. Mendels classifications are most important because he left certain spaces or gaps for undiscovered elements, as for example gallium, and it helped to provide correctness and usefulness of his periodic law. So please understand these things and try to remember these achievements of Mendels, which is very useful for a study, and it helped to persuade other scientists to discover missing elements, and it was a good opportunities for scientists to discover new elements, so that their name may be famous, and this provides the discovery opportunity to discover more and more elements. Its result nowadays it was more than 100 elements in figure and arranged in periodic tables. And some important contributions of Mendeleev's periodic table was he arranged the elements that helps in systematic study of elements and classification on the basis of fundamental atomic properties and correctness of atomic masses. Some atomic masses were not correct, but after Mendeleev's efforts, the atomic masses of some elements can be corrected, and predictions of new elements and positions of noble gases. These are the achievements of Mendeleev's periodic classifications. Now we will discuss about the limitations of Mendeleev's periodic classifications. Even Mendeleev's periodic table have great importance at that time. However, there are some defects were there included Mendeleev's periodic table. That's why that periodic table was rejected. What was the main limitations of Mendeleev's periodic tables? Let us see. The main limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table was the positions of hydrogens. It was very difficult to decide the positions of hydrogen by Mendeleev's because it was kept in group B. Even the properties of hydrogen is similar with the properties of alkali metals and the properties of as well as the properties of group 7 elements. So it would be kept either in group A or group 7, but it doesn't take place, and so this is the very difficult to decide whether it is the group first A elements or group first B elements or group 7 A elements. So the position of hydrogen is a drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table. It is placed in group B, however it resembles the elements of group A, alkali, and group 7A, halogens. Halogens, chlorine, bromines, fluorines, these are the properties shown by hydrogens, similar with the properties shown by halogens. And another limitations of Mendeleev's periodic tables, due to which Mendeleev's periodic table was not accepted, because he placed argon whose atomic masses is 39.9, but his law states that the periodic classifications of elements is a periodic functions of their increasing order of atomic masses. However, the atomic masses of potassium is 39.1 is placed before argon. You can look the periodic tables. While the atomic masses of argon is 39.9, so it is a great doubt while arranging the elements. That's why the Mendeleev's periodic table was not accepted, and the same things are also happened with the positions of cobalt and nickel. The atomic masses of cobalt is 58.93 and atomic masses of nickel is 58.71, but cobalt is placed before nickels. Why? It's not explained. And the tellurium, the atomic masses of T is 127.60, which is placed before 126.90. It was not explained. So it is a big drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic tables. You have to remember these things. and the positions of isotopes was not explained. Isotopes are those elements who have same atomic masses but different same atomic number but different atomic masses, so it can be placed in different position, but Mendeleev's kept these elements in same group. It was a good drawbacks, and it arise a doubt that was not explained by Mendeleev's. That's why it is not acceptable. And in the same way, some elements shows same properties but placed in different group. Some elements are placed in different groups but show same properties, and it was not explained by Mendeleev's. That's why the rejections of Mendeleev's periodic table takes place. Some similar elements are separated and the similar elements are grouped together. For example, copper and mercury. Copper and mercury have similar properties but different group. And lithium, sodium and potassium have different properties, but they have same groups as first with copper. So these are the drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table. You should remember all these things. And one important drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table was stated that the cause of periodicity was not explained. Why the elements of periodic tables is a periodic functions of their atomic masses. It was that time it was not explained by Mendeleev's. So we have explained all the achievements of Mendeleev's and its limitations. I hope you have understood all these things, and it will certainly helpful for you. Please remember these things and try to remind again and again so that you can understand clearly, and you can score more and more if these types of questions can be asked in examinations. In the next video I will explain about modern periodic classifications and the modern periodic table which was introduced by Moseley. You have to read and try to understand. In the next video I shall come with great explanations. Till that, I want to say goodbye. Thank you. See you.